Welcome back to Perry
and Princess
Talk Show. All right, guys, the topic for today is why people cheat. So I have three guests here today, Cuzzo, and Yvonne. Guys, women, man, why do you think people cheat?
I feel as if certain things we don't get, we go and venture for and look for from another female. Susie might be my female and Jan might be my sweetheart, but that's where we get the term sweetheart. The sweetheart makes you feel better than whatever you're getting from home. She seals everything that you're not getting from home.
20% you're missing in a relationship is what you go looking for from your sweetheart. So your girl,
basically the sweetheart does everything the housewife wouldn't do. But what for a male who don't have the communication with the household, he's gonna go back out there again and find the same female, a different female who's gonna make sure satisfy him in the terms that he needs, because he work hard every week, every day.
Why not having that communication with her? What's the problem?
We have that communication.
Okay, but
what's your definition of communication?
Yeah, that's true.
My definition of communicating is us laying in bed together every night.
That's not really explaining what you want, though. That's just expecting to
we
get.
Laying in bed together
so
every
you're
night.
expecting her to know what you want. Is that what you're saying?
If we sleep together every night, then basically we should have a communication before falling asleep, don't we?
So what are you communicating? Word-wise or
How are
verbally
you
wise?
saying it?
No, word-wise.
Okay, but we need an example of how do you come up and
how
say
do you let her
it?
know?
Babe, what's the reason why we can't do?
X,
why
Y,
I can't
Z?
have why I can't have X, Y, and Z? Why you're not comfortable? I do it to you. Why can't you do it to me?
Okay.
My question is
Cheating.
Cheating is not only one way. First and foremost,
No, it's not.
Let's make that clear. Let's put that on the table first, because you guys jumped into cheating, and first thing when somebody think cheating is sexual wise. Cheating does not consist of always sex.
No,
it doesn't. It has levels of cheating.
Communication.
No. When I say levels of cheating, meaning like you can cheat in different forms. You can cheat sexually. You can cheat emotionally. You can cheat physically.
passionate.
There's different ways of cheating, because then again you can have a spouse where you with okay. I like the fact that Cuzzo brought up that topic right there where it was about sexual. So we got the sexual part out the way. Okay, cool. Now let's talk about the emotional part. Mom, if any guy knows, and if any woman would agree, I think that's the worst type of cheating there could possibly be. Emotional. I don't wanna dwell on the sex cheating part, because a lot of people talk about cheating is about sex. No. The worst part of cheating is emotional cheating. Emotional cheating is the worst cheating ever created. For your woman to not have sex with another dude, but to love that dude the way she loves you will hurt you more than anything in the world. Because for your wife or your girlfriend to have this type of feeling for somebody else, the same feeling you fought so hard to have her feel for you, she had that same feeling for another dude that didn't put as much effort, that didn't put as much fight, that didn't put as much time as you, and she has it for that next person, and that will eat you up inside. You would have rather know your wife had a one night stand with that dude and she never seen her again.
Emotions, cuz.
Than to have a cheating relationship with a dude that she's not physically cheating with, but she's emotionally cheating with. Well, her heart is into the relationship she has with that dude, where that dude can elevate her mind. Being that our bodies and our minds work different. If you didn't know, I'm letting you know. Our bodies and our minds work different. Our mind says one thing, our body says another. Our body says one thing, our mind says another. Basically, what I'm trying to say to you right now is, your body is like a plant. once you put this regimen in your body, he just said a key word. That's why I'm happy he said that. After 21 days of the same routine, you get used to it, and it will never break out of that routine.
No.
So even with your body,
That's with passion.
even with love, even with whatever you're doing, you do 21 days of it, of the same regimen. I guarantee you, the 22nd day to the end of your life, you will always keep that regimen in life. You will always keep that same momentum and that same vibe. Why I say that to you, ladies? Let me tell you something why. You know why we cheat? Because we don't do it with our emotions. We are physical creatures. So when we do something, we care less of what we're doing. We could do something and have no feelings attached to what we're doing. If you didn't know, even with you ladies as our wife, as our girlfriends, after we catch our orgasms, you guys are like to us. Basically, like after we catch an orgasm, we don't like to cuddle, we don't like to hug, because it's basically like, okay, well, I got what I want from you now. Scoot over a little bit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, yo, some females, we're physical creatures. We're not emotional creatures. You women are emotional creatures. Now, don't get me wrong. Now, you women been through a lot in your life where it makes y'all turn into physical creatures. But at the end of the day, there's always that one person that still makes you turn into a more emotional creature. You guys do everything off of feelings. You guys do everything off of how you feel at that moment and how you intake in that moment. Us guys, we don't care.
See,
You're trying to state that, all right, if a male is with a female,
Okay.
right,
Yes.
and you're not satisfied, you go hump another female.
Do you know for a scientific fact that it's really a mind thing?
It is.
yeah.
And when you cheat, and I feel like anybody and everybody, before you cheat, there's always a warning sign. There's always a sign that's out there that sends the next person. Some people do not like to believe in signs, do not like to believe in, I told you before this happened, or I gave you a warning, or we spoke about this, or you heard, you understood what I was going through, or you're not trying to listen to me. There's always a sign before the
that's
cheating
true, though.
and the
We
infidelity.
always get the warnings that's ignored. We ignore the warning.
See, that's the biggest problem, because do you know certain infidelity, certain cheating can be prevented when somebody give you that warning sign? I'm a guy that run the streets every day, right? I run the streets. I wake up in the morning, 11 o'clock in the morning. I hit the streets. I'm with my homeboys. It's 2, 3 o'clock in the morning. I ain't get home yet. 4 o'clock in the morning, I ain't get home yet. By the time I get home, it's 5, 6 o'clock in the morning. I take a 5-hour nap, wake up, and do the same thing. I'm going to work 9 to 5
girl,
every day.
everything.
Every day going 9 to 5. You're not thinking nothing of it. You just think, okay, he's doing his thing, but hey, brother, did you ever sit back and think about something is missing in this picture? Just because the female allow you to be you, you have to stop and think one day, damn, what is it that she's be able to endure to let me do me, and I'm not doing nothing to make sure she's happy. Like, you run the streets waking up every day, doing what you gotta do. You're not paying this girl no attention, bro.
Correct.
I mean, there's what, 5 of us here, and everybody here feels like cheating is something different to them. You feel what I'm saying? There's nobody that's gonna sit here and say, I agree to your cheating terminology. Like, I'm not gonna say I agree to, oh, how you cheat is cool and it's fair and it's good. That's just being a liar. If you have a friend and you know you're cheating behind your man back and your friend is amping you on, it's 2 things. Your friend don't want to see you happy with your man,
True.
or your friend wants your man.
True.
That's true.
People tend to sit on the outside and look in. Remember, guys, you're looking through a window. A window. The window you're looking through, remember, you can't hear what's going on inside. You can only see what's going on inside. So just because you're looking from the outside looking in, you can't always think that you can place yourself in that person's shoe or take that person's situation and bring it upon your own situation and think you could justify and try to figure out why your significant other is cheating on you because the next person's significant other cheated on for this reason or that reason. There's two sides to every story. Until you hear both sides, until you have both parties in front of you arguing out their situation and you sitting in the middle listening to it and being an administrator and trying to input it, and even after you take both sides' story, you as a human still, you go to college, you can be you can read all the books in the world, you can be the most smartest person in the world, you still can't dictate that person's relationship because you're not those two people. You're still you. Psychiatrists, they listen to people with problems, right? But they have the problem of their own. So who's listening to their problems?
No, it's psychiatrist.
No,
So, okay.
usually they don't go to a psychiatrist.
No. She said, okay, to another psychiatrist. So that psychiatrist go to a so
And they go to a friend.
who's the last person at the end? There's no
It's
end.
a continuous.
This is
You think
a
it's a
continuous
God. Right.
because then there's no such way of you can give somebody advice on their relationship if you not in the relationship with the person.
Like details are being left out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Somebody's only expressing themselves and not the other party.
It's only
that's
one
true.
way. It's only one side of the story. Say, them two was in a relationship, and I talked to her. She said, "Oh, he did this, he did that, he did this." Yeah, I heard everything she said, but do you think I remembered everything she said? No. So when he calls me and tells me, "Oh, I can't really remember what she said. I'm listening to what he's saying right now, and I really can't. Damn, what did she say earlier?" So how can you give somebody advice if you didn't remember what the person said before earlier?
So now you just give
advice.
So right now you're just
Giving out
basically
the most one that you knowledgeable remembered at the time.
not even. You know what you're doing? You're giving out mixed signals.
Yeah.
You creating problems in that relationship that relationship didn't even have. By you putting your input inside of that relationship and not being in the relationship, you causing more damage and problems in that relationship where you think you're fixing it. A certain time when your homegirl call you and ask you for advice about her man, and 2 months down the line her man breaks up, her man finds somebody else, he has that other person on a whole nother level. Do you know who to blame for that?
Yeah.
Yeah. When your friend like, damn friend, like, it was me? No, it wasn't you, friend. It was me. I messed you up, friend. Because I gave you the wrong advice. I inputted myself in your relationship where I wasn't supposed to be at. So when it comes down to cheating and infidelity, I feel like two people that's going to cheat and going to be dishonest to each other don't need to be with each other.
Sure.
No.
Point blank and simple. Because you can leave the person. If you go back to the person, the same reason you left the person, that reason is still going to be sitting there waiting on you when you get back.
Sometimes women, not necessarily they get advice from other people for them to cheat. Sometimes women, it's about emotional, like what you said from the beginning. Sometimes women, if you don't get the emotion from a man and another man provide the stuff that a woman is looking for, it makes a woman go left.
Do you know that? Do you know why he's playing that role?
Which one? The main man or the one?
The side man. You know why the side man is playing the role he's playing?
No, why?
Because you're telling him. If I'm the dude, if I'm her boyfriend, and she has a dude on the side, she telling that dude about me, so he know how to attack her.
Okay.
She's making
Which
herself.
is-
That's true. That's
She's
true.
making
That's
herself.
true. But you are a man. If a woman come pouring out to you talking about what my man is not doing at home, not necessarily a woman's looking to come between your legs. Sometimes they just need an advice from you.
But you know what?
To get
that
to help.
advice you're looking for. You know where I'm getting all my answers from.
Down there, his second head.
Yeah.
Pretty much.
So to sum up our topic, basically, you have to be wise in certain things you're doing, especially when you're in a relationship and seeking out information from the opposite sex and giving the opposite sex valuable information about your relationship. And you know what I'm saying? Basically, just if you have a problem in your relationship, it's best to deal with the problem with the person you have the problem with. It's best to talk to the person you have the problem with. It's best to let the person that you have the problem with know exactly how you feel and how you feel about the situation. Anybody else want to close out the conversation?
Well, I just want to say thank you so much for coming. I really do appreciate
I
it.
appreciate it
Guys,
too.
if you have any questions or any topics that you want to hear, link down below. Yvonne, thank you so much for coming. So thank you for coming. You guys have a wonderful day, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Bye.